How are you, sir?
Nice to meet you.
Very nice.
Welcome to the show. Apologize. Thank you so much.
Breaking today, growing fury over the awkward moment when our devout Muslim UFC legend refused to shake the hand of a female TV presenter, but was more than happy to shake the hands of all of her male counterparts. How long are we in the West going to act as if this is acceptable? How long in the West are we going to say that some of the shocking ways that the religion of Islam treats women, treats gay people, is something that should just be shrugged off? Because, you know, diversity, inclusion. Let me take you through the story and then we'll look at what happened and the growing outrage behind it. So this is the headline in the Mail today. The awkward moment, devout Muslim UFC legend Khabib Nurmagomedov refuses to shake Champions League final TV host Kate Scott's hand after greeting all of her male colleagues during a Champions League TV segment on account of his faith. Their reporting continued. The football world converged in Germany on Saturday night as the Alliance Arena hosted the 2025 Champions League final between PSG and Inter Milan. CBS Sports covered the action with their regular punditry trio of Thierry Henry, Jamie Carragher and Mika Richards, and presenter Scott. After the Parisians' crushing 5-0 victory, the group were joined at pitchside by popular streamer and the UFC icon. As the undefeated former fighter made his way over to his group, he embraced each member individually before declining a handshake from Scott as her hand remained awkwardly outstretched. Nurmagomedov then appeared to clarify his refusal to the presenter, previously known as Kate Abdo, prior to her marriage to boxing trainer Malik Scott last year, who subsequently apologized on air. I'm going to get reaction from our superstar panel, Reverend Canon, Father Phil Harris, and the independent journalist extraordinaire Lewis Brackpool in just one moment. But first, watch for yourself what happened live on air.
How was everything?
Wow.
How are you guys?
You okay?
Legends here.
How are you, sir?
Nice to meet you.
Very nice.
Welcome to the show. Apologize. Thank you so much.
How are you?
Khabib, the UFC fighter, it is a pleasure to have you. We didn't know you were here.
This guy, me,
Yeah, I
you.
was.
You're a big PSG fan.
Yes.
Always have been? Lifelong?
Honestly, since when I was a kid, I was Real Madrid fan.
Okay.
What the hell is she apologizing for? We are in the West. We are a Christian country. Are we now going to be in a place where women are expected to apologize for standards that we believe are the opposite of medieval? Well, you can imagine the fury over this from good, solid people who don't give a damn what the woke class think about them. Peter Whittle of the New Culture Forum posted, "It will go on and on until people stop apologizing like this and call it out. Given the everyday nature of such a simple interaction, it is in the power of most people to object. You can stop this being normalized." The sporting legend Sharron Davies couldn't love this woman anymore. 4 words. This is not okay. Colin Brazier, brilliant man, Catholic man. If an observant Muslim prefers to withhold a handshake from a woman simply because she's a woman, that's his prerogative. But it behoves non-Muslim men who see this happening to respond in kind. If a handshake is only proffered to fellow men, let that hand go unshaken. And Sophie Corin, Henry and Carragher are cowards here. You don't watch your female colleague extend her hand and be denied rudely only to shake that man's hand. That's weak men behavior. So, Father Phil Harris, what do you make of this one? Was it on the Christian men there to say, that's not okay. If you're not going to shake the hand of our female colleague, we're not going to shake your hand?
So I think we need to probably correct the narrative. What actually happened was the hands of all of the men, Thierry Henry, Micah Richards, and Jamie Carragher, were shook first. Now, the problem that I have is that because Thierry, he actually hugged afterwards after Kate's hand was refused. Now, my problem is here. There needs to be a very, very clear understanding. So there's no way I am shaking somebody's hand if they are not prepared to shake a hand of my colleague. You know, we've got to, you know, this is the West. This is a Christian country, and when you're in the West and you're in the Christian country, or you're in Christendom, you need to behave that way. And this is just appalling. However, the bit that upsets me is Thierry Henry hugging, because they were just starstruck. These footballers were starstruck. But Kate, the fact that she apologized afterwards and felt, I hope that she doesn't feel that she had to apologize afterwards, because that would concern me. But this is just embarrassing. We can't treat women this way. It's wrong. And you know, for as I say, Micah, Jamie, and Thierry Henry, not to call that out, I'm really disappointed in them. But there was an order. They had shook hands first, and then it came to Kate, and he didn't take her hand. But there should have been a clear understanding. If you're coming on the set, you shake everybody's hand, and if you're not prepared to shake people's hand, then we're not shaking yours, or you know, or you're actually shaking everybody's hand. We can't have people, this whole religion of subjugation and submission, and you know, people being disingenuous to women and different sexualities, etc. It's wrong. We are to honor human beings, and I'm sorry, this is why we have a problem where we've got this incompatibility with Islam and the West, and there is a radical, incompatibility, and you know, I'm going back to Charlie Kirk. He outlines it really, really well. You know, Islam is not compatible with Western civilization, and really there are three things, aren't there? And Charlie Kirk goes on about this quite consistently, and I do as well. Islam does not believe in freedom of speech. Islam does not believe in freedom of religion, and Islam does not believe in the separation of mosque and state. And when you get to that last part, it means that there is a second tier, which is always women. And it's completely anti-ethical to the West, and you know, and there's no freedom of protections. There's no freedom of protections for women, and so I've got a real problem here. And you know, the treatment of Kate, and the fact I'm just mortified that she had to apologise.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm really glad that you just corrected that narrative. And actually, before I get you to come in, Lewis, why don't we just take a look at that clip once more, just so that we can see again exactly how it all played out. But first, we've been told our whole lives that wrinkle creams were the easiest way to look younger. Now, one doctor says that's nothing but old news. According to Dr. John Lake, the world-renowned Beverly Hills beauty expert, most wrinkle fixes on the market are actually nothing but glorified moisturizers. They hardly make a dent on your appearance. Some can even be harmful to your skin, he said. Now, recently, Dr. Lake has focused his attention away from mainstream cosmetic practices. Why? So that he can pursue a revolutionary anti-aging breakthrough, one that some experts say could empty the wallets of the cosmetic industry. He says it's almost like Photoshop for your face, and you may even be mad after seeing how easy it is to visibly erase your wrinkles from view. His personal clients have dubbed his new do-it-yourself technique the age rewinder method, because it can take years or even decades off your appearance in under 2 minutes. So in light of this amazing breakthrough, Dr. Lake has released a step-by-step video to the public. It is free and uninterrupted, where he outlines exactly how to use this simple solution from home. And he says if this helps even one person look younger or feel more confident, he will be thrilled knowing he helped. The video's gone viral. It started on Facebook. There's been well over 2 million views now. And I mean, women all around the world, thousands of women actually, are reporting they look decades younger. One commented, "Best results of anything I've used. I can't believe how well this works. I'll never stop using this. I don't understand how it works, but the results are great. Thank you." So you can find out more about this yourself right now at bhmd1.com/outspoken, or just click on the link in the description box below. That's probably easy, but let me repeat the address: bhmd1.com/outspoken. BHMD, the number one.com/outspoken. Dr. Lake does ask one thing from his viewers. If watching the video helps you look and feel younger than you have in years, then please share it with your friends and loved ones, because together we have the power to help as many women reclaim a youthful look as possible. So go watch the video right now at bhmd1.com/outspoken, or just click on the link in the description box below. But now, back to the show.
How is everything?
Wow.
How are you guys?
You okay?
Legends here.
We got Khabib.
How are you, sir?
Nice to meet you.
Very nice.
Welcome to the show. Apologize. Thank you so much.
How are you?
Khabib, the UFC fighter, it is a pleasure to have you. We didn't know you were here.
This guy, me,
Yeah, I
me, you.
was.
You're a big PSG fan.
Yes.
Always have been? Lifelong?
Honestly, since when I was kid, I was Real Madrid fan.
Okay.
Lewis, your view.
Yeah, it's quite difficult to say. I mean, to me, the customs of this, there was another famous video that had been circulating with Kate Middleton when an imam refused to shake her hand. And I think the hand was restrained, put on the chest, and then a bow instead. Now, to me, this gesture, I don't see it as compatible with the customs of Britain. Personally, that's my own personal view as a Christian man. I don't see that as completely compatible. Treating women as second-class citizens. I mean, even oppositions within Parliament would shake hands, for crying out loud. And to not shake someone's hand when you're technically at work, really. So I don't know. I really don't like that personally. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of this. If I'm totally honest, I'm sick and tired of seeing videos like these go around. I think Colin Brazier said it absolutely perfectly with his post on X, and credit to Colin for coming out and saying that. It's just you're seeing a real parallel between how certain either religions or cultures treat one another with regards to females, with regards to other men, and with regards to children as well. And it just, and that's obviously the broader issue. But seeing this, I watched it and I thought, okay, there's more and more of these videos coming out now. And where are the progressives? Where are the feminists?
Exactly. Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Where are they?
Because the woke topians, if this was any other circumstance, I mean, you're right. I've just found that video of Catherine, the Princess of Wales, when this happened. I think it was in 2023, but it's another example of this. So let's just watch this, and you can see quite clearly that Catherine comes in, offers her hand, and I mean, the man is more respectful there, but are we going to continue to accept this? I mean, my argument would be in that case, don't go to the mosque, Catherine. Don't go if they're going to treat you with that level of disrespect.
Absolutely that, Dan. I'm sorry. We just can't have this disrespect. And it goes back to this incompatibility between Western values and Christianity and Islam. And I'm going to keep speaking that out, and people are constantly saying, Father Phil, you've got to tone this back. Actually, no, we have this massive problem with this incompatibility of our cultures. And one of the things that I said very early doors was, a house divided against itself can't stand. And we've got this clash of cultures. We've got this, we've got two different ways of life that we are trying to bring together, but the one which is our heritage is being subjugated in the face of another, and that is an utter recipe for disaster. And there is no way of fixing that, without there being a major problem. And quite right, Dan. Don't go to the mosque. And if you are not prepared to actually treat all of our presenters equally, don't actually bring that person on air, or at least make sure that nobody shakes hands.
I know, but it's just the horror, isn't it? It's just the absolute horror of woke and the woke mind virus, because that female presenter, she in that moment is thinking, oh gosh, I've done something wrong. I might be cancelled if I don't apologize. I might be viewed as being Islamophobic if I don't act as if this is completely acceptable. And you're completely right, Lewis, to say that there is a huge hypocrisy. I mean, it's not a strong enough word, but, you know, a massive hypocrisy from the left, the progressives, the woke-topians, who ignore this. So that they want to call out sexism in all other forms and push a DEI agenda, but they totally ignore this. And we do need more bravery. We need more people like Charlie Kirk who are prepared to speak up against this. And I thought it was very unedifying, actually, the entire thing.
Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent news source and turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to our brand new live shows, uncancelled interviews, and special royal episodes. Outspoken is also now available as a podcast, so you can listen to the show every weekday on the go, wherever you are.